Hello there, Gemini, and welcome to your full moon oracle messages. I hope you're doing well. Now, Gemini, Spirit rewrites your story in the light of clarity. What confused you now frees you. May your words become wings and your mind settle in the sanctuary of your soul. Now, with that, let's take a deeper look at your full moon oracle messages and what Spirit wants you to know. And this is for Gemini and Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So Gemini, wow, Spirit is rewriting your story in the light of clarity. Oh, we're talking about getting clarity here. Maybe you've discovered this or you will. And the most important thing is knowing that you deserve real sugar, right? Not a fake, not a front, not a faux, but the real deal. So we have this evil queen or king at play, or that was trying to play, but you've caught on to something, and you've caught on to what you deserve. And you do deserve to be crowned with real gold, not fake gold, right? So maybe something has left you a bit salty here. And I don't blame you, because you weren't getting what you thought you were getting and what you deserve. So let's continue and see what else. I'm seeing a sense of justice with this. And I do sense air placements actually, okay? So we've got air sign coming through, which is fitting because you are an air sign, but let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. Make the change. You may have already done this or you will. I was just talking about air sign coming through. And look, we've got the swords here. So more air sign. Someone is like cutting their hair off. So whether it's cutting your hair, doing something different, make that change. Let's get a little bit more about make the change. Now, some of you, you've already done something here, right? You're completing some type of change. But some of you, you're at the beginning of this because you've released this. Let's get more about make the change for Gemini. So, okay, woo. I was seeing this sword as someone who's cutting something, maybe that's been energetically tied in some way. So, it's been tugging at you in some way, shape, or form. So whether it's like severing an old situation, old belief, maybe even, some type of old worn out identity, or maybe even someone, you are taking control of the situation here. So Spirit is saying, if you've done this already, then good for you. The full moon has illuminated something that you are meant to swim away from. Now, there may be something here too where you just got to pay attention, right? If something is too much for you or you've had enough, let it be. Go away, right? Swim away from that situation. There's some type of shark here, and your energy is enticing this shark, I feel. So there is something that is attractive by, about you, but it doesn't mean that, you have to entertain everything or everyone that is attracted to you. So make that change. Swim away from something that feels evil here, right? And I feel that you already know this. You've got your detectors out. So let's continue, because I do see you, Gemini, in your King or Queen of Swords energy. And whether you're the King or Queen of Swords, that is Gemini placements. That's someone where, they can, nothing really gets by the King or Queen of Swords. In fact, I mean, you're figuring something out too, or you have, where you're outwitting, outsmarting, smarting. Well, same thing as outwitting, but outshining a situation or a person here. All right, let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. Ooh, the world awaits you. And look at this. We've got this morning card, rise and shine. Okay, this is interesting because there's like fishes here. No more sharks. You can keep the window open. Finally, freedom. And that's exactly what it is. I mean, look at the window. It has, that's so fitting, right? So there's no sharks, so you can have that window open. And what did Spirit say? Spirit rewrites your story in the light of clarity. What confused you now frees you. And you're taking that sword and freeing yourself of something old or something that's not wanted. Let's continue and see what else. Oh, you really are a badass, Gemini. Yes, you are able to easily detect things. Just know that, okay? That is a gift. Look at this dragon, slay them all. Oh, you have the right to, do what you need to do here. Get rid of situations, relationships, patterns. I mean, whatever it is. Yes, there may have been a situation, or there's something about you not backing down. You have, spiritual allies, protection. And this is your time to slay what is negative out of your life. Spirit is giving you a lot of power, momentum here. I want a little bit more about this. This is badass too. Let's get more about slay them all. Oh, lighthouse, yeah, don't doubt your worth. Removing anything that tries to, creep up into your mind or infiltrate your influence of being a lighthouse. You're not having it. And you're not doubting yourself. You're always enough. So whether this is things, opinions of others, judgments of others, or maybe even one's own mind when it comes to maybe not feeling so worthy or doubtful, you're overcoming that. You're mastering that. You're mastering something, definitely. This is why I get you being in the king and the queen position, because that's a position of accomplishment. Okay, what else for Gemini? Paint the sun back into your life. Oh, or, excuse me, it doesn't say your life, but it says into your sky. Yeah, there may have been darkness, but it's not overpowering you. So here you are taking control of the sunshine in your own life. So there is some type of, sacred shift and surprising clarity. Let's get a little bit more about the sun here. And look at this. I mean, you do have something that you are right about. Don't doubt that. Let's get more about the sun. Be honest with yourself. This is about the right exposure. This is the whole thing about a new story. See how you're painting the sun back into your sky, your story, because you are coming from a place of clarity. Exactly what Spirit was saying. You're rewriting your story, right? With Spirit in the light of clarity. What confused you now frees you, because you've been honest with yourself. It's the other people that don't know how to bring that type of honesty to themselves or to you. What else? A blessing on your intuition. Look at this card that says the lighthouse. Don't doubt your worth. Trusting your intuition, right? When you start solidifying yourself in a place of confidence, which I know you are, and I know it's an ongoing thing anyways, right? Because we have to go through life that's always, got fun times and challenging times, sad times, easy time, whatever. But you're getting blessed on your intuition here. Something is going to free you. Your intuition is honing in on some type of important visions here. See, swim away from that situation. What's telling you, you know, that maybe you need to just distance yourself for the time being. Maybe it's not for some of you so radical as far as like, you know, literally just, you know, breaking ties, because I know that can't always be right away, or severing ties. Now, I already know that some ties already have been severed here, because I do see a sense of justice with you. You know, Gemini, you're picking up on something here when it comes to people that may try to mistreat you, or maybe you already have been mistreated. And Spirit is saying, you know what? You're the one in charge here, and you have the right to move away from that energy. Absolutely. Unplug and relax for a spell. Now, if anything or anyone tries to charge at you, which, you know, you've got this very enticing energy. So this isn't to scare you either. So hopefully it doesn't. But remember what I was saying, like you don't have to entertain everything or anyone, but I do feel that evil queen or evil king that's in your life, or someone that's revealing that part of themselves with you. Maybe for some, you know, Gemini, I just would be cautious of someone who's trying to be a pretender, you know, the foe. Anyhow, distance yourself from that energy as much as possible. And this is your time to unplug and relax, because I feel that you've already been doing the slaying, okay? So when you can, absolutely give yourself permission to create a tower, right? Your own tower, your own fortress. You know, I'm getting this thing about castles lately. And to me, the castle is really signifying a place of protection. You know, and you have the right to protect what you've been building. And what you've been building is a sanctuary within yourself and whatever else you identify with. But you're doing something to maintain a position of power here, not let this tower come down, because you are the tower. Relax for a spell, a new rhythm in life, a new ritual, a new manifestation, a new mantra. You know, someone may be scrying here with crystals, or attracting different elements to help you invoke and enhance your own intuition. What else? A blessing on a journey. See, be honest with yourself. You have been. You are picking up on something here that doesn't seem right. Something is off. It's not a punishment. It's just showing and revealing that you are outsmarting someone or people. May your words become wings and your mind settle in the sanctuary of your soul. And maybe this is the journey. Maybe the journey is about unplugging, relaxing, especially for those Geminis out there that maybe you have been having to be on the defense here. What else? A blessing on children. All right, so whether it's children that you know, you have, or your own inner child, this is what's getting blessed here. And look at that, we got a baby unicorn here. So there's some type of new life. Let's get a little bit more about this children, blessing on the children. And also I see this card as signifying, especially for those Geminis, not all of you, but maybe some of you are feeling a little hopeless about what's going on with humanity here. And you got to know that there's going to be a wave of children coming in that are encoded with divine gifts and blessings and the ability to see through illusions. These cards just wanted to come right on out. A blessing of air. This is the clarity. This is the clarity. Wow. Okay. A new beginning, yes, and maybe for some of you on the children and something with new generation here. A blessing for solace and hope. Morgan's blessing of peace after battle. Wow, look at that. Look at this. I see, oh my gosh, I see like this 5 of Swords here. We're like, getting to the root cause of things, and we've been in battle, and now we can rest, right? You can let your mind settle in the sanctuary of your soul, like Spirit was saying. This is that blessing of air, clarity. It will be a new feeling. There will be new sensitivities. There will be a new emotional sensitivities and feelings here. But Spirit says, just nurture this, continue to feel hopeful, okay? Because Spirit knows that you've had to take on, some I just get this thing about unwarranted negative energies. I don't know why. Well, I do know why they may like you, or they're attracted to something about your light. And for some of you, I don't know why. I get that you've been outsmarting them in a way where you almost don't even show your light. You camouflage it. And so, it's probably been helpful. But now we're just going to allow ourselves to reveal light. You are the sunlight. You're bringing sun back in areas where people appreciate your sunlight, your sunshine. What else? Kundalini rising. Something is igniting here. Look at the sun. And look at this fire here. Ignite your passions for life. Some of you, you may have already had a Kundalini rising, or you're about to, where you are, so sure about something that, you feel on the inside because it rises. And that's what I'm seeing too, is that you're rising. Take this if it resonates. Something about going from maybe feeling that we've had to survive to, thriving, or feeling that zest for life because we've been feeling like we are gaining instead of losing energy. So start paying attention to little things that start to ignite passion within you. Then you are activating and allowing your Kundalini to rise, which is a spiritual activation because you've been so devoted. And look at this. I just see this as like a warrior headdress here. So you've earned some type of spiritual honor here in the eyes of Spirit. What else? And look at the full moon over here. So the full moon is asking you to be open to what's being exposed here, what's being illuminated with you. Hidden realms, create conscious awareness because you can. This Kundalini rising is activating, not only your desires, but the desires that are connected with the higher realms too. And so you have been weaved and encoded with the ability to access these hidden realms, but it does require devotion. It does require consistency on some level. It requires one to create that conscious awareness. Conscious. See, you're bringing the unconscious, that moon energy, into the conscious. That's the sun energy. That's that fire energy. So you're letting the duality become divine within you. What else? A blessing on a new venture. And you even had this thing about this new journey, right? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? A blessing on a new journey, a new venture. It may require, one to be focused here, but you're on target for some area of your life. So let's get a little bit more about this new venture for Gemini. You're on target. Whoa. Okay, so it will be a venture, but at the same time, it's like a breakthrough and it's the truth. I mean, wow, look at this, a blessing to find the truth. Spirit rewrites, what did Spirit say at the beginning? Spirit rewrites your story in the light of clarity. What confused you now frees you. Wow. Spirit is unfolding something beautiful. Whatever has been mirroring back at you, or whatever, it's like finally that mirror cracks some type of truth. Because you've been holding steady here. This is why, because your energy has been holding steady. Again, just by holding steadfast, you're outwinning, outshining, outsmarting, well, I say outwinning, but witty, right? Outwit. Anyhow, let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. Because you're receiving a lot of blessings during this full moon. Blessings on the senses that gift the world to you. So a time to feel that it's okay to indulge or ground your energy, right? Look at someone's enjoying honey, flowers, things that look good, smell good, right? Not just the non-physical senses, because, you've been in that. And there's, other non-physical senses that are activating now and into the future. But there's also something activating within your physical senses too. So you're going to start to notice things, smell things, feel things, taste things on a different level here. This is a gift from the world to you because you are a blessing to the world. Maybe if some of you don't see it yet, you will be. I can see it. What else? A blessing on your creativity. There's an artist here. So explore those passions, explore those creativities. Be open-minded for some of you when it comes to finding out what could, ignite something within you, and stay open to that. Because you might be activating, a new outlet for talents and gifts, or one that's been dormant inside of you. But I do see that you're very creative. Like what you touch turns to gold. So yes, you're getting blessed on your creativity, and it's coming from those, I feel the hidden realms here. So we get a little bit of a boost here, a little edge. All right. And a blessing for good work. You're doing some good work here. Now, when it comes to doubt or anything, because I was getting something about you being in your own position of the King or the Queen of Swords, which is someone who accomplished something or feels achieved. Yeah, and of course, someone that's mature. And look at this, we even have a crown here. So Spirit is blessing the work that you've done in the past, that you're doing currently, and that you will be doing in the future. There may have been something here where you've been picking up on some type of negative evil eye or something like that. My goodness. Oh, you know what though? That energy can only last for so long. Okay? The divine and the truth always endures. The fake, the artificial, the lies, they can never withstand the test of time. It just can never happen. Ever. No matter what. Let's see what else for you, Gemini. And also you're getting message between worlds there. Downloads. A blessing for good men and fathers. Well, thank God. Good. So whether we need a good brother or a lover or a father or a partner, a lover, whatever, you're going to be blessed with a good man, a masculine energy here, because you have healed something when it comes to the masculinity within yourself and how you're engaging in the world and others. And I wouldn't be surprised if you start noticing more good things in men. Even if some of you may have had a hard time with the masculine energy. Maybe for some of you, there wasn't a masculine energy, but you're going to get it. You're going to notice something. This is the truth. This is the truth that lies ahead. This is where you're swimming away from. This is what you're going towards. A blessing on a good journey, a blessing on truth, a blessing on your intuition, a blessing on a good man in your life. Oh, this is good men and fathers, not just one, it's plural. Even grandpas, right? Great grandpas. All right, let's see what else for you, Gemini. Definitely get like an emperor. Oh, I was just talking about a grandpa. Yes, you're also getting a blessing on growing older. Okay, now wherever you're at in life, it is a little weird when we have to give into the mature process, right? The aging, right? Your baby to toddler, toddler to an adolescent, adolescent to what, teenager or tween? Young adult, right? Whatever, it doesn't matter. But Spirit's saying, you are blessed here as you go through life. Don't be concerned about anything on the surface level because you grow older gracefully. Oh, Jays, I just dropped my drink, guys. That's all right. It says, okay, go ahead and have a sip here. Okay, let's see. What else for Gemini? A blessing for a mother. Okay, we got something. Didn't we get something about children? Now, I was just talking about the emperor. Emperor energy and like a motherly empress energy. So, but there is a blessing for a mother. So you mothers out there, this is you. Now, for some of you, there may be a mother of concern or maybe something needs to be healed. You have to know that heaven is doing something here. Remember, Spirit is rewriting your story in the light of clarity. Anything that was confusing when it comes to relationship is now brought to light. If you are a mother or a father, you are being blessed at this time. Now, this may be going on. This may be going further than just the, first generation mother here. Second, third, fourth, fifth. Okay, there could be something ancestral here. Let's get a little bit more about a blessing for a mother here. I am seeing, I do see fertility here. So it would be a good time to start planting new seeds of ideas or goals or tapping into creative things, a blessing of protection. Oh my God, a mother. It's like a mama bear, right? And any good mother knows, there ain't nothing that's going to get between a child and a mother. And this is how heaven sees you, a blessing of protection. You've got the divine mother protecting you. Not only the divine mother, you've got the divine mother and protecting you. So really expect a very mature and good man and woman, I feel, to come into your life or to be a big part of your life. Or for some of you, you're going to be growing old here with someone that you can count on. What else? A blessing on a friendship. I was just telling you about someone you can count on. Look at the baby unicorn. See, growing old with each other here. It goes from baby to maturity. Look at that. So yes, you're being blessed on I feel a very unique and special friendship, but it is a friendship here. An innocent one, I feel. That's the way it starts, or maybe we can renew something and renew a friendship for some of you. Let's continue. Confidence. It comes with time and practice. It sure does. Confidence is not something that most people are born with, because we have to go through times of trials, tribulations, sadness. But through all that, you do go through the process of discovery. And that's exactly what you are doing. And look at the sword. Look at that. There may be something here with, drawing, writing, journaling here. But it does come with time and practice. Start writing down all these things that you have already overcome with your confidence. And keep building upon that. Because you're building something true here. See, it's igniting from, the root to the top here. And we've gotten to the root of something here. And now we're allowing confidence to build and grow. One moment at a time, one day at a time. Keep nurturing it and it will grow. Just like anything. What else? Nope, that is actually it. All right, so Gemini, before we end the reading, I want to find out for you what you need to do or need to know to prepare for the new moon cycle, which happens in a couple of weeks. Or you may need to check when the new moon happens for you when you get this reading. But the new moon is, a time of setting intentions. It's a good time, too, to kind of, spend quality time with yourself so that you can really hone in on things here that you may want to start with the new moon and work with the moon energies. Oh, look at this. A blessing to bring prosperity. You're bringing prosperity. You're the gift. This is another truth. So what you got to do to prepare is just know that you're a blessing to receive prosperity and to bring what you already have. It's you. You've got wisdom. You've got intelligence. You also do something I feel that's very abundant. And there's like an infinite supply of creativity here. It's like you can make a simple apple into something quite beautiful, or you know how to see things beyond the ordinary. So, a blessing to bring prosperity. I want a little bit more of what was behind that. And a blessing of forgiveness. Some of you might be feeling like you're going to have a restart here with creating and sustaining prosperity. Because remember, I was talking to some of you guys about that feeling where, yes, we do go through life, I feel, for a lot of us, where we are having to feel that we have to survive, But what you got to do is just be prosperity. Know you attract prosperity. Just allow your mind to settle in the sanctuary of your soul, because that is being abundant and prosperous in itself. So I hope that this was helpful. And Spirit is saying, forgive yourself. There's something that, you were right about. Don't regret. Love and light. Take care.